Welcome to DataViz Daily. I'm Kevin McGinley, and as I've been sort of promising all week, today we're going to take that 2016 election debate data file that I was working with and update it to a newer version. So if you recall, if you've been following all week, we have a file from the 2016 debates that has the lines that all the candidates and moderators have spoken. From the first presidential debate, which was on September 22nd, or 26th, sorry, and the vice presidential debate, which was on October 4th. But we've recently had a second presidential debate, and the folks that provide that data source were kind enough to update it with all the lines spoken from that second presidential debate. So what I've done here is I've just created a quick, sort of visualization canvas that shows you some basic stats from the file that we're working with all along here. So we've got 712 lines spoken between the two debates, 158,108 characters spoken. Remember that text length field is characters, not words, with an average text length of 222 characters. And you can see there the bar chart at the bottom just kind of giving some basic line counts by affiliation. Affiliation being a column that I created in the data. So now we want to update this data set, and the easiest way to do that, although there are multiple ways to do it, the easiest way to do it is, since I'm in a project, I can just come to the Data Sources tab here within the project, right-click on my 2016_debates data source, and hit the Reload Data object. This allows me to select a particular file, and what you can see here is that I've taken my original file, which only had the two debates in them, and renamed it to _original in case I ever needed to go back to that. And here is the file that has now the third debate in it. So if we click open, it's going to upload that file and process it. And what it's doing now is updating the data sets to reflect that new data. So now it says reload data succeeded, 1,025 rows loaded. And if you're kind of paying attention in the background, my numbers and counts are updating. So what you see here now is that we've got a line count of 1,025. Our average text length increased to 240 from 222. Our text length overall, the number of sort of characters spoken, went up almost 100,000. So that's kind of interesting from the second debate. And we now see three dates here. Within our file. What's interesting, and I'll have to check in on why this is the case, our moderators are missing. It could be that that's how I've defined that particular group, which actually sounds pretty good, because the moderators, if you are paying attention to the debates, have actually changed, from the debates. So one of the things that means is that I would need to go into this affiliation column, and if I edit the column, if I wanted the moderators from the second debate included in the moderators, you can see here we've got when speaker is Holtz, then moderators when speaker is Quijano, then moderators, I would need to add Raddatz and Cooper to that list to have those particular moderators go into that bucket. So that's an example of how you can upload and refresh data within the data set that you define. Tomorrow we'll look at some interesting things that we can do with this data set in a different kind of way. Thanks for watching.